yet of turning my microphone on. I didn't need to do it with the last one. Yeah, I'm just streaming for the sake of it, really. I don't anticipate anybody turning up. I'm not bothered. Doesn't bother me at all. Just going to stream some of the garbage that other people are doing. In fact, Jace the other day said to me, because bear in mind, I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't remember. Jace sort of praised me channel for the stuff on there. Oh yes, Bob, good job. Now all of a sudden, because I've recorded him saying that the church is built on Peter, and I've called Jace a Catholic. Now all of a sudden I'm just scraping filth, poop. So I'm thinking, well, yeah, Jace, I scraped you up, didn't I? You knob, you fool, you posturing idiot. Really? I can see somebody's made a comment. I might come over and check comments in a minute, but I'm going to have a look at this, what I would call, I don't like to use the phrase, this mobile turd praise I am. Here we go, let's listen to his filth.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, Beckel, you're so disingenuous, you warrior of disingenuity, you. I mean, I was talking to Dave the other day, and it isn't something I wouldn't say to your face, or in the studio with you. But, I seem to have noticed over the last 2 years or so, you always used to come into Smokey's side chat. That's up to you, blah, blah. Oh, what's going on, lads? And sort of, you're sort of half expecting everybody to come and explain everything to you because you turned up all of a sudden. Big Veckel turned up. What's going on, lads? Disingenuity as well. If only you knew what the word inference meant. I mentioned you and your conversation with Tom Rabbit and Jack Angstrike. I've never heard anything stupid in my life. Seriously, I'm not saying that an Aston's. It's just a fact. Unbelievably dumb. Now then, let's see who this is. Oh, it's Shannon. Hello, Shannon. I won't be letting you in the studio. I don't allow women in my studio. And really, don't ask why, because I'll tell you and you won't like it. And I don't care. No offence, I couldn't care less. Right, alright. So, I mean, it's not that I hate women or anything. I just can't put up with them coming in my studio with their sentimental drivel, whinging, weeping, putting people on a guilt trip generally. I mean, I refer to Olive and Sparrow in Praise I Am's channel now. It's a sort of name I've made up. Giggle pigs. That's all they are. I mean, if someone wants to make fart jokes, if that's what you can call them, that's up to them, But it's ridiculous. Somebody makes fart noises or uses his little app to make fart noises. Those two pigs start giggling, and I think, oh my, what? And actually, those two are liars in more ways than one. They do do some teaching on their channel, if you can call it that, and they pretend not to be. We're not really teachers, we're just reading scripture. Yeah. Who are you kidding? Seriously. Women can read scripture, of course they can, any time they want. That's up to them, of course. It wouldn't be great if they were teaching little. Well, I don't even think it'd be a good idea for them to be teaching anybody, actually. I really don't. Anyway, let's listen to Praiser's filth here. Look, I'm only doing this for the, well, not fun. This is a recent upload of his anyway. Praiser, I'll just put the I don't think dislikes make any difference these days, apparently. Oh, there's Will Kincaid. Mental Approach. He's been on my channel before, Will Kincaid. I'm not going to read that stuff. I don't care. Frankly, I really don't. Oh. Anyway, let's listen to this pig.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh yeah. What are you talking about? Reckel used to be very close friends with Kenny Rhodes. Loads of respect for him. So did Praise, apparently, but who can trust anything Praise says anyway? Toxic Taylor speaks for himself. Crimson Air. Merit. I've got no beef with him. I really don't like listening to him speak. No offence, Merit. It's a fact. I'd be lying if I said any different. Oh, he's called Hurricane Katrina now, is he? Yeah. Oh, well, come on, Becco. Bring wisdom.
Dude, so we looked at Kenny Rhodes, like his details to see how legit he is, and it looks like he has.
Please, don't pretend that you had to look up his details. You've been interacting with Kenny, as far as I know, at least. Well, it's October now, at least since, well, I would say nearly 3 years now, actually. And probably longer. Same with Jess Camping, Praise. You knew all along where Jess Camping worked. You blackmailed him with the loss of his job if he didn't stop contradicting you. Plus, you are a doxer, Praise. That's what you do. And you was in a stream with Dave the other day. That's up to you. That's up to Dave. I don't care. Oh, come on in, Bob. And all you could say was, oh, well, Annihilation is... And that's it. You thought I was scared to come in the studio with you in there, didn't you? You crap sack. Who else was in there? Jace. Who cares?
Degree mill, like everything goes to his house phone number.
Oh yeah, he's not a degree mill.
The guy is totally disintegrating, and I tried to offer peace to him. He rejected.
Praise was offering peace. Oh yeah. What's that old Greek saying? Beware of. Or is it beware of Greeks? No, not Greeks. I can't remember. Something to do with bearing gifts of peace. Anyway. Yeah. And I'm going to play this
So
through now.
he's
I'm not
going
going
off
to
in a
interrupt.
crazy warpath right now.
Oh, come on. Please, honestly,
Call my
really?
parents and, like,
Really? He's on a crazy warpath. I mean, I'm even sick of hearing myself mention it. The amount of trouble you caused on Clubhouse for Darth, the arguments, right? You're responsible for that praise. You spent 4 hours supposedly psychoanalyzing Darth. And then your conversation with Tom Rabbit. And then you pretend that Tom Rabbit forced you into answering those questions. You pretended to be sort of, well, I mean, you were being disingenuous. You know what Darth's like. You know what Tom Rabbit's like. And then guess what? And I hate to use the word guess. James is tired. A Christian, and I do acknowledge that. Although I'm hesitant to do so, really. Not that anybody cares what I think. But James is tired, did an inquisition on Darth. I've recorded it, it's on my channel. It's there. Are you this, are you that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Who's at root of all that poop on Clubhouse praise between Darth and the other Christians on there? Regardless of whether you agree with Darth or the other people on there or not, I don't care what you think. And then Darth actually got back into Praise's channel, and then it started again. So now they're apparently, I don't know, mortal enemies. Who cares? Who can trust what Praise really thinks about anything? I never have done. He's famous for flip-flopping. Why do you people go to his channel? I know it's up to you. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Why do you go? Seriously, why?
This weird stuff.
Oh,
just
yeah.
kooky
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, you could knock me over with a feather. Well, I'll go to bottom of stairs. Who knew? Oh, Veckle. Veckle, you're so innocent. You know what Praise is like, Veckle. Don't give me that garbage. Praise was trying to characterize, well, he was actually doing it. He was characterizing Standing for Truth as a sodomite, Kenny as a sodomite. I even had a certain person on Clubhouse tell me that you're a sodomite, Praise. Not that I care. I met plenty of them in jail. Well, not, they don't go down advertising it, but you know what I mean. I've met. The thing is with them, though, Praise, those sodomites, that some of them became Christian, They can fight. They can fight. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a minor point, though. You're a disgusting individual, Praise. Crimson hair. Oh, so reluctant to have a debate on Praise's channel. I'm not complaining. You was going to have a debate alongside Kevin Hurleman. Two of you against. It would have been against Kevin's biblical discussions and Veckle, who have now physically met, so they've bonded now, you see. And then now the debate is up in the air because Praise got his paws on it. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, they can debate wherever they want. I would encourage them to do it. I just want to know where the debate's going to be, and I want to listen to the crap that both sides will possibly come out with. In fact, I did have an inkling that it was probably never going to happen. Then Praise got sort of involved. How that happened, I don't know. It was going to be on his channel. I mean, how disgusting. piece of crap. I really despise you, Praise. I am now. Never hated you, still don't. Now I just despise you. I absolutely and utterly despise you. Veckel, the nutty Calvinist, the dimwit, I would say, of Calvinism. I mean, I just heard a Calvinist tonight on Clubhouse saying that he was, oh, what was it? I'm going to upload it anyway. I might even do it now. He was destined to be a Christian. He was born with a destiny to be a Christian. I sort of agree with that, biblically speaking. But, I mean, let's not go too far with it, shall we? The chosen one. Chosen to be a Calvinist. Chosen to believe in limited atonement. And one would ask, who's limiting the atonement then? Please tell me. Because it's certainly not God that's limiting the atonement. Calvinism, as far as I'm concerned, is basically Catholic light. And I couldn't care less what you think of that. Anyway, I keep meaning to play this through. I might not even play it all the way through, actually. I'll try not to interrupt.
Goofy behavior.
Goofy. Ooh.
Here's a phone number. I recognize it immediately. The local phone number.
And that's the way a Christian's supposed to act. Okay. Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah, his credentials. I mean, I actually thought he did have.
Oh, Veckel, you are in wonderment.
Legit degrees and stuff. Now, to me, I don't even know if that's real or not. So,
You're a liar. Liar.
Or they might be from the same place he started, the Schofield.
Man, that's, see, God always reveals things, man.
Oh, yeah.
Your things will find you out, man.
Yeah.
amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother. Because Veckel isn't going to contradict Praise. He won't. He's scared of Praise. Because Praise was going to do a video, a live stream on Veckel's dodgy doctrines. And he changed his mind, or he did do it. I didn't bother. I couldn't stomach listening to Veckel yakking on, really. Or Praise going on about him. I wouldn't be interested. I don't even know why I'm this. But we certainly found out, didn't? Well, I think I did. I found out how utterly thick and stupid you are, Veckel. Wow.
Yeah, I see that Yeshua's saying that he's making like 10 cringe videos a day again.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
That's not true.
I'm still subscribed to his channel, and he keeps changing the name of his channel.
I think he's got 2 channels. I don't think he does 10 cringe videos every day. I've been to your channel, Veckel. I saw the cartoon thingy. You know, as soon as you click on your channel, that stupid cartoon comes up. And I can't listen to, I mean, I don't even want to listen to 2 seconds of it. It's just puke. You said you were going to do a video slagging me off or whatever it is. I told you, I probably won't even notice. I'm not subscribed and I couldn't care less. So, and I still don't. Don't hate you, Michael. I just think your Calvinism is stupid. And you are thick. You are a tad thick. I've noticed a few other things, Michael. I'm not going to mention that now, because I don't give a stuff what you think, really.
So they kind of throw me off whenever a new short pops up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're just like, wait, who's this talking about praise now? Like, oh, it's him again. Okay. You know. And
Oh,
it's just
come
like, dude, I
on.
mean, you know, this
No,
guy
come
isn't.
on. I mean, I know that you're not directing those words at me, but please don't think you're fooling anybody. I mean, you had a massive amount of respect for Ken when Smokey was about. Or perhaps you didn't say anything because you was frightened of Smokey tearing your Calvinism apart and making you look like what you are. Dumb. Stupid. Just like Jace. Yeah, Jace said, you're just a shit-stained scraper. What I should have said is, well, okay, yeah, I scraped you up and you appreciated my channel a couple of weeks ago. You said how good, how excellent it is. Oh, Bob, keep up the good work. Something like that. I don't like to misquote people. What a dummy. What an hypocrite, really. I don't like talking to you, Jace. I don't hate you. Can't be bothered. I learned that mistake years ago. I'm a bit of an expert at hating. I was anyway. I don't bother anymore. I don't give people the brain space. The only person who gets paid off at hating others is the person doing the hating. The person who's the object of the hate. They never seem to notice. Oh well. There you go.
He's supposed to be an elder in the faith, and this is childlike behavior. This is not a person
Yeah, it is childlike behavior.
who is a pastor would behave like. He's supposed to dust the sand. If he believes that you're a heretic and that you're doing things wrong and you've been approached to be corrected over and over again, if that's his position of you, then he just needs to leave you alone and just move on.
Right, just leave me the hell alone. Like,
Yeah, because I'll blackmail you. Because you'll blackmail him, won't you? Now, I'm going to accept it as being a fact that you didn't phone, reasons to believe, blah, blah. But I'm pretty much certain that you encouraged Brett Keane to do so. I know I would have asked him not to. I've never tried to find out whether, I've got no reason to not believe that Kenny's got a degree in theology. I don't know about anything else. I'm not being disingenuous. I have been to the Reason to Believe website. I may even have been to it in the past before I'd even heard of it. You people are disgusting,
Right, but he's not doing that, and that's not the way a pastor's supposed to behave. The pastor's supposed to be far more responsible than guys like me. I'm not a pastor, so I have an excuse.
Thank God for that.
Some of the stupid stuff that I would say.
He's not just a pastor; he's the president of Schofield Seminary.
Oh,
and it goes to his house. What is that about?
No, the number he gave.
Is it?
Like the number he gave is for both Maple Avenue Church and Schofield Bible Seminary.
Oh my gosh.
What does that prove? What does it prove? Where else would he expect him to have phone calls directed to? He doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't have a special office, does he? Why wouldn't it go to a landline I'll be very amazed if you end up as a so-called pastor, Beckel. It's true. I mean, that would be puke city, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it might be a cell phone. $75 a course.
Is he able to teach those courses? I'm assuming he is. Because he could get done for fraud or something, couldn't he? I don't know. It's none of my business, really. Yeah, I don't know if you... I didn't realise you were in contact with Kenny. I'm not complaining. Oh, what's your name now? Let's just check. Oh, I'm not complaining, Shannon. I'm actually blocked from commenting in Kenny Rhodes' side stream. He's got his reasons, that's okay. It's no skin off my nose. Right, Kenny's been in a lot of pain for the last couple of years. Back pain, that's pretty brutal. Yes, he's been on medication for it. Legal medication. I even donated to him. I think it was only a 10 spot. I think he got about $20 off me. I don't know. I think I donated twice. Can't remember. Not a lot, to get him some pain relief stuff, or was it some other health food type thing? I can't remember. Anyway, I don't want somebody getting in pain. Especially back pain. I've had that before and it's scary. It's pretty scary, really. I had visions of ending up in a wheelchair and all sorts of stuff, having to crawl on the floor and, absolutely brutal, that stuff. Back pain.
What's going on? No, I think this guy is a total weirdo now and fraud.
Oh, yeah, it was only a couple of months ago that you said you had a very, very high regard and respect for his scholarship and stuff. Yeah. You hypocrite. You nasty, evil piece of garbage. That's what I think you are. And I'm very reluctant to say that, really, about anybody. I don't take pleasure in it, but there you go.
I don't even know what to think of him now.
Yeah.
I want to know if Josh or Smokey, right? I don't know yet. I'm still apprehensive about Smokey Saint being a pedophile, but I want to know how one individual goes from DHS to fucking Modesto.
Hey?
Because that's a long, I know that area. They're not close to each other at all.
Oh.
Yeah, well, if I was out there, I'd give him a Stockton slap. This is what the Diaz's would say. Stockton slap, motherfucker.
Yeah. Those fuckers live at least 5 hours apart.
Yeah.
Oh. And?
Yeah, he's gonna be exposed.
I mean, he's...
Toxic Taylor and Praise are going to expose him. Or they're going to wait for him to expose himself. Praise knows perfectly well the qualifications that Kenny's got, where he lives, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden he's only just realising it. There's another example of that coming to mind. Oh, yeah. This isn't funny, and I'm going to show the screenshot of it. Here's a comment from Praise I Am. Hopefully I can find it straight away, because I've got 20 or 30 images here. Oh, yeah. Boasting of his bribe from Smokey, and this is before the big sort of breakout in March this year of whatever. 6 months at least before he showed a Venmo payment that he'd received from Josh Marks. Praise said $200. Jay Patrick said $300. Straight away I thought, hold on, Praise has had more bribes from Smokey than he admitted to. He showed one thingy. I don't even know if he's still got that stream on his channel. I think I might have recorded it. It's probably on my channel somewhere. So he received at least 2 payments or bribes. So the hypocrisy is a bit rank, isn't it, Praise? Yeah, pretending he never knew who he was. Yeah, right. And I've never tried to find out who he is. The only thing, I just wanted clarification. I was trying to find out what the truth of the matter is. But I don't believe he's, I don't believe half of I don't believe anything that comes out of your mouth anyway, Praise. You flip-flopped on Smokey a couple of times, haven't you? Hey. Who can seriously even consider trusting Praise I Am at all, ever? Look at the dirt he did on Gavin. Keeps trying to make him look like a pig or a perv, or just, keeps going on about very personal stuff of Gavin's, even though it's apparently in the newspapers from like 11 years ago. I would never touch a man's personal private life, especially his marriage. That's absolutely nobody's business. And I certainly wouldn't use that line of argument to detract from someone, I don't think so.
Basically, he already did that.
Yeah, right. He's already. Yeah, that's already happening now. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you keep agreeing with Praise until you upset him. Why don't you? Because I could have done the other day. Why don't you refute him on his annihilationism? A denial of hell, basically, put simply. What do you think one of the main reasons that Jesus Christ gave his life on the cross for us was and is? Firstly, of course, that people might be where he is, with the Father in heaven, right? Because you're better off with him in heaven than you are burning in hell forever. Now, let me tell you something about hell from my point of view. I'm not glad that it exists. It does, for very important reasons. Eternal justice, things like that. My mother is 81 this year. It was only a couple of months ago. She isn't a Christian. Do you think I'm glad of the possibility that when my mother passes away, she may well burn in hell forever? My dad, who's in hospital now in the last week or so, 90 odd, about 92, I think. As far as I know, I haven't spoken to my dad since 1988. Do you think I'm glad that hell exists, that it's going to exist, whatever? No, I'm not. But it's a fact. It is what it is, regardless of whether I believe in hell. Hell is going to be filled. It's eternal burning, eternal torment. And no, Praise, God is not a torturer. If you don't want to be where Jesus is, or if some whatever doesn't want to believe in Jesus, Right, they cannot be where he is. There's no other way into heaven. Acts 4:12. And they're going to go where the fallen angels are going to go. Because hell was created for the angels, the fallen angels. It wasn't created for man or women. Right? Anyway, yeah, dumpster fire.
He never came clean. He never came clean about that picture of him at the courthouse.
No, he has no genuineness. He has no sincerity.
It's mind-boggling. No genuineness. Is that a proper word? No sincerity. Praise. You are about as sincere as a piece of dog shit.
You can't even, like, we all know he's just, like, basically...
Do we? Who does? Who knows? We all do we? All right, thanks for speaking for everybody.
Like, trying to make us look like fools. We already know it's him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are we, third graders or something? Come on, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
sold our intelligences like that.
He never said. So he never
Don't
said
insult
why
mine
he was
either.
at that building. Because he tried to lie and say that was at some sort of museum or something. Or am I wrong about that? Because I heard that he came up with some sort of response to where he was.
He floundered, yeah. He was...
Well, to be honest, really, I don't think it was ever any of my business where he was, who we went with. I mean, if we made it public on YouTube, which they did do partly, really, I wouldn't question, why were you there, this, that, and the other. I don't know. The general rule for me is mind your own business. But you make everybody's business really, Praise, don't you, by just blurting your lies out about people. I wonder who else has commented. So, yeah, there's only like 3 minutes of this left. I'll just let it play.
Shifty with that. He goes, well, you guys just don't know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Jesse.
With Kent Hovind. That's not that picture. And then, like, Rob literally shows that's not true because there's a plaque, like, on the wall. We're looking at the plaque saying that's the courthouse.
Yeah,
Oh, you're on about Rob Reed.
Right, and then, so if he's in the picture, did he...
Rob Reed, that pretentious dummy that makes his boast in posting an NIV so-called Bible to someone. I mean, that guy is slithery, Rob Reed. I'll never be in a conversation with him. He will, not that he would want to, I don't think. He will never be in the studio with me, ever. I will be dead first. Rob Reed, piece of... I mean, just pretentious, like virtue signaling, holier than thou.
Say who that bearded fellow was that was next to him? He did.
That was Nathan. Yeah,
that was cool.
So there's two names that Smokey goes by. It's what is it? J Marks, and then the other one is Joshua.
Yeah, you got that payment from J Marks, didn't you? Wasn't it Josh Marks or something? Yeah. And you did that. You showed that payment that you'd received that at least 6 months before the big so-called event in March this year. You dummy. What a dummy.
But they're both the same guy. Like
you knew all along, Praise. You knew all along. Whoever.
Did the same Thursday.
So who did Kenny say that guy was next to him? Robert said it was the courthouse on the ark.
It was his butt buddy. They were, him and Mill getting close to each other in that trip.
You never know.
Back Mountain.
Yeah, somebody's back is broken. Okay.
Hope you go to Schofield Bible School.
Is that what's going on here? Is this
Oh,
a
yeah,
series?
praise. I've had enough anyway. I want to go somewhere to somewhere. Oh, maybe I will just pray.
Missouri?
Yeah, if you do reasons like we had on my channel, I might ask him whether he went to Schofield or not.
I'm sure that will be scary.
That's going to be more cringe. If that
Oh,
actually
no.
is, dude, then they're good.
Oh, dude, that would be so scary. That'd be so cringe. You're the cringiest person on YouTube, praise. If only this was a sort of cartoon world, you know, where you can stick your hand down the telephone line and whatever. I would lift your eyelid up and spit in it, praise. I would literally, thoroughly enjoy lifting up your eyelid and spitting it, a big green gobbet of snot. And I don't like to say that, but I really mean that.
Goes the meter for weirdo-ness. The weirdo-ness goes through the roof.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear. The weirdness. You're a troublemaker, praise. Look at all the garbage you caused on Clubhouse. You answered those questions that you got from Tom Rabbit. Go on my channel. Just type Tom Rabbit, praise. You should find it. I can't be bothered looking. Wow. You couldn't have answered those questions in a more disgusting way. Really. Against a brother Christian. And then, yeah, James is tired. You just had to do an inquisition, didn't you? Now you're beginning to find out what praise is like. And you were weeping over the situation. Yeah. Bit late for that. I mean, in front of the atheists and I'm assuming this, at the behest of the atheists, you seem to be a spokesman for the atheists, inquisiting Darth. Did you say this? I mean, honestly, it was disgusting. Now, all of a sudden, you found out that praise is a piece of muck. Honestly, I'm sure I would die first rather than treat another Christian like that. In front of the atheists, by the way. I mean, there's one or two people I don't like on YouTube. And I'll say things to them, but I won't sort of, set out to demean them, make them look base, Bowdlerize them. I think that's one of the words you could use.
I don't understand why people profess to be of Christ and then go out of their way to behave this way. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
My friend Perry Green, the preacher.
You made yourself look a fool in front of the atheist. You had a conversation with Jack Angstrike and Tom Rabbit. It's on my channel. I recorded it. Of course I did. You made an absolute fool of yourself. You showed basically the world how stupid and thick you are. And I'm no genius, I know that much. Right. And you said you viewed it as entertainment. So were you entertaining the atheists? Feckle, you've no idea how stupid and foolish and ridiculously thick those atheists now know you to be. And they probably realised it months ago anyway. Anyway, it's up to you, who you talk to. I mean, look at the did you hear the line of questioning that Praise got from Tom Rabbit? Praise knows exactly who Tom Rabbit is. Right. And it's
But yeah, I don't like him one bit. He's a flat out liar and a heretic.
Well, yeah, there are people that just go like, "Hey, Jesus." There are people that just go like, "Hey, Jesus." Well, yeah, there are.
Oh yeah, I don't like him one bit. He's a flat out liar.
Green, the preacher.
Oh yeah, I don't like him one bit. He behaved this way. I don't get it.
Did you meet my friend Perry Green, the preacher?
Oh yeah, I don't like him one bit. He's a flat out liar. And
there are people that just get it.
Many shall say to me,
in the comments here it said, he is legitimately the president of the Schofield Bible College. It says his name right there.
Just went to, I can't.
Praise you all about this stuff.
That number he gave us goes to a website for the Maple Avenue Church, and name in there is the president of that. Whether the website's even complete, they say about us. Click 404 error.
Like that, right?
Anyway, I've had enough of you. What a pile of trash in there. Crimson Air, by the way. You had a lot of respect for Kenny. I don't hear you speaking up for him in there, and that's up to you. Just saying, you've been in Smokey's channel lots of times. And before that event broke out, Crimson Air, I did record it, I lost it with my other channel that got deleted. I think it was Logical Plausible Possible's channel. I went in the studio, the stream ended. Me being me, I asked you about Smokey. And you said, oh yeah, you know all about it, blah, 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 but you're holding it back for the minute. For whatever reason. I can't remember your exact words. If only I had, I might actually still have it. It's possible. But I've got just under a terabyte of recordings on this external hard drive I've got, and it would take a bit of doing to find it. I'm sure I've got it somewhere. Not that it matters anymore. You can't even speak up for Ken, can you? Not that I would expect you to particularly. I mean, I'm not, it's up to you what you do. Oh, yes, CJ. Another Calvinist. Puke City, really. Oh, here's Bill. Oh. Farting, Ectofart, Buster One. Oh, yeah. Let's see who was in there tonight. I wasn't going to go in. Now, I'm going to ask you a question there, right? I wasn't going to go in there because, well, Andy's in there. Why do I want to be, no offense to you, Bill, I'm not a snowflake. Why all this fart stuff? Seriously, it's childish. It's beneath you, Bill. Andy's farts are the best. Andy is a universalist. He's another fool. literally thicker than pig poop. I don't know who Ecto Fart Buster 1 is. Grow up. I won't be coming to your channel anymore, Bill. Take me spanner, I don't care. Got nothing against you, Bill. I just think this is a homage to Praser's channel and their fart jokes and that pair of disgusting giggle pigs in Praser's channel, Olive and Sparrow. Morons. Really. Praise I am. Is this a homage to them? Oh yes, we can do fart jokes too. I'm not going to listen to these. I don't like listening to Andy. Who's Mr. No? All right, okay. Let's see if we can
Pile of
find.
money, which you're going to need at the time, by the way, a wheelbarrow of money, and there'd be no bread there, and then you think, well, what the hell am I going to do now? Where's the government now going to?
Mr. Nobody. That's a username of one of my channels.
Test, do a knowledge test here on Scotty Bull thinks Scottish. Do you know how to make stovies?
Yeah, I saw your video, Mr. Nobody, with your little air rifle. The way you were talking about your air rifle, I literally thought that you was going to masturbate. What an idiot. An air rifle. True. Look at my, and he starts to. Yeah, I think I can reasonably assume that that YouTube username is a sort of poke at me, like I care. From a dummy like you. Yeah, right. I'm bothered, aren't I? Let's play some of
Save it, Bill, and put it up on Rumble
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Stop overdoing your Cockney accent, Mr. Nobody. It really is. I've heard it before in jail, you know. Wow.
Shoot. Look that up and play that video. Knob Creek machine gun shoot at night. And you'll see what America's about with that one. Hang on. So
Knob
Creek.
Gun mad.
ANKNOBB Creek.
Big deal. I fired off some quite large guns myself. Oh, I can pull the trigger. That's what America's all about. Big deal. How dumb and stupid and pathetically imbecilic can you get? I fired anti-tank weapons, high caliber, no, not high caliber, just general purpose machine guns, rifles, 2-inch mortars, machine guns, pistols, about 7 or 8 weapons, skilled on all of them. No big deal. They're boring after a while. I mean, you know, to hear him going about his air rifle, I was nauseated, but I was almost embarrassed for him. An air rifle. Oh. I wonder if somebody else has commented. Right, there's only one person watching anyway. Now then. People are learning the truth concerning Praise I Am. The attacks and lies will continue. Praise will never stop. He will never stop. He doesn't know how to. Oh, here is James James is tired with his emotions. He is weeping over it now. After all the trouble that Praise caused on Clubhouse with Darth, I don't care what you think of Darth, by the way. He is a Christian, regardless of what you think his behaviour is. But Praise caused all that trouble on Clubhouse. I know that. James did his Inquisition, as I've already mentioned. Now he's realised the painful truth. And now he weeps over the truth. Because he's been made to look, I can't use that C word. Okay, regret, repentance, realization, all that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, I mean, he's sort of woken up to it. Bit late though. I mean, as soon as that conversation with Praise I Am and Tom Rabbit began, I knew straight away where that was gonna go. After the first question, I thought, yeah, here we go. Garden path much. And one of the clues would be that Tom Rabbit is an atheist, as far as I know, anyway. Yeah, I think he is. I wonder if anybody commented during this video. Maybe not.
This needs to get shared.
Whose channel is
To be
this?
honest with you guys, I'm freaking heartbroken as I'm watching this video. I'm gonna pin at the top.
Yeah, James is generally. I mean, don't misunderstand me. James is a genuinely polite, kind sort of chappy. It just really, I mean, who cares what I think? It really rankled with me that he did that so-called Inquisition with Darth, and I think even those people that despised Darth, or just didn't like him, or whatever, his dialectical approach, would possibly agree with me that that was the wrong way to go about dealing with him. Regrettable. I don't think they would agree with that. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Like earlier.
Yeah, it's regrettable, James. It happens. But there you go. The heat of the moment.
I stand by pointing out to Gavin that using Praise's real name or mentioning that his address is not okay. But when I'm watching this video, the one that's pinned up top, I have to say, Praise, my friend, I just don't see any excuse in it. And like I said, I won't. This won't be.
I've recorded this on my channel.
Okay.
Very taken. So I'm just.
There's a debate between Gavin and Dharmakaya Friday morning UK time, London GMT at 9 a.m. if you're interested. If you want to turn up, I'll try and tag as many people as I can. I'll try and get the video out there, Gavin's an okay guy. I don't agree with him on a couple of things. But I don't think Gavin is necessary. I don't think Gavin's a liar. It certainly isn't his habit.
It's like you're watching the video, and then you see like the comedic video and the putting the guy's avatar over the thing. I stayed up to watch it when your friend tagged me in the video, and I read what he wrote, and then I'm watching the video, and I am really not happy at this particular moment.
James, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you, Gavin.
Can you imagine how I was feeling when Praise was doubling down doubling down on his dishonesty and his lies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Praise is despicable, James. Praise is despicable, James. Get used to the fact. I wouldn't want to force you to believe that, but praise is poop.
like as I'm watching that video, you just like I'm literally trying to not get too emotional or
Yeah, I've heard the
like,
video. It's recorded.
crying
It's
up like
on
a
my
clubhouse
channel.
thing, but I was just
Is this the one I heard before? Oh yeah,
what are
it
you guys
is.
talking about?
Yeah. Seen that. Skylar.
Or that it's possible to communicate with the spirits.
Oh, right. Chris Date, an annihilationist. Why aren't I surprised? Isaiah Burridge, never heard of him. Chris Date. Oh. I'm not interested in what Chris Date has to say. Or the synagogue. Not interested. Well then. A Christian perspective. He's a Calvinist.
Micro changes do not add up to macro evolution. Defined as a change in species over time.
That must be an old video. It's all blurry and I don't think there's anything. Oh, Danny.
People and argue with people. You have completely mixed views listed, and that's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're literally trying to argue with people and piss people off and divide people for some damn gifts and this and that and this and that. Like it
And this and that and this and that. I don't suppose anybody's going to be daft enough to ask me why I wouldn't want a woman in my studio. She is quite a good example of it. Yeah, Danny might be fomenting. He does certainly come out with some stuff that, I mean, he's an atheist.
no girl buy nothing. He's trash. That's all it is. This is trash.
Yeah, I don't listen to you, Jezebel. Get away. I listen to a woman. I'll give it. Oh, no, I'm not going to bother explaining. Why should I? Why should I explain why I don't have women in my studio? She is explanation enough, and that's only after 30 seconds. Imagine 5 hours of listening to that whinging tone. Wee. 5 hours of that. I booted her out. I kicked her out of the studio twice, I think. Not this particular woman, a certain other one. Muted her. I think I muted her once or twice. Kicked her out of the studio once or something like that. I can't remember. In an 8-hour stream, the first 5 hours was listening to that thing. A woman whinging continually. They did this, they did that. Wait. She didn't even notice that she'd been kicked out of the studio. I put her back in the studio from backstage and she didn't even notice. Any woman that asks me if I will let them in the studio, if they do get in and they click on the link or whatever, they're going to be told to F off. Right? Hate to say it, doesn't give me any pleasure, but the answer will be fuck off. Like that. Right? If you don't like it, go away somewhere else where you do like it. Go and spend time with that disgusting woman, Linda Edmondson, or Cheryl from Fraser's channel, or Janet Duttridge, or Oliver Sparrow, Duttridge. Oh yeah, this woman, she is unbelievable. She even admits it though. I don't think she actually believes it. Erica Huebner. Oh, just listening to her speak and to her mentality expressing itself with her voice is nauseating. And you can go and tell her that. I don't care. I really don't. I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't like to speak like that. But I don't care. I don't care whether you like it, whether Cheryl likes it. I don't care whether Olive and Sparrow Fat Joke likes it or Praise I Am. And Praise I Am, if you do listen to this, or anybody who's listening to this who knows Praise I Am, or you're going to Praise I Am's channel, you can tell him that I sincerely and genuinely believe that Olive is a moron, a cretin, a pig. Anyway, there's not much else to check up, have a look at. Only not checking up, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Dave hasn't been on YouTube today so much. He's probably been sleeping all day. Oh, they're not still going, are they? Are they? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Bill, you know perfectly well that one of my channel names is Mr. Nobody. That dummy with his pea-brained air rifle. Big deal. Yeah, Bill, I won't be coming to your channel again. Thank you. What's the point? I'm not going to go in there with Rob Reed, Linda, Andy Capp, that big head with his stupid air rifle, overdoing his Cockney accent. No thanks. I would rather have my teeth kicked in. Now, and I don't mean any offence to you, but it's up to you who you have in the studio. I won't be there. I never will.
And that's all you're doing.
And that's all you're doing. She's nailed it there, look.
That's all you're doing. You're literally trying to argue with
You're
people
up.
and piss people
Oh
off.
dear. How, I mean, that is absolutely disgusting that someone would be contrary to her, that they would actually argue with her. Deeply offensive. She's obviously some sort of feminazi. Oh, you're just trying to, I mean, does she even know what an argument is? Really? Dummy.
Off and divide people. Suck it
I
in.
may as well tell you. I mean, nearly every woman that's ever phoned me, because I've been trying to find a job, you see. And unfortunately, most of the HR people, they call it human resources, you know, the people that do the interviews and, you know, organise the advertisements of jobs available, this, that, and the other. They're usually all women. And when they phone me, it is diabolical. And, you know, they'll either interrupt you speaking or they will. It's just indescribable. I hate it when they phone me. I do want a job, but I just don't want women phoning me about it. They're stupid. Women are stupid, including my mother. She is thicker than pig shit. But I mean, I suppose there's a reason for that. I mean, she's 81. It may not have been the case like 20 years or so ago. I don't know. So there you are. Who is what? Look, if you want to go and talk to Olive and Sparrow, that's fine. I don't care. If you have the opinion that, you know, if you don't have a problem with them, well, that's you. That says more about you than it does me. It means nothing to me. Doesn't mean a thing. I think those two women are just giggle pigs. They are poop. They are liars. They're false teachers. But you crack on and you know, but whatever you do, don't make the mistake of coming to my channel and telling me what they have said, either about me or anybody else, because I will block you. And I will block you permanently. In fact, I would probably even invite you into my studio, and then I'll ban you from my channel altogether. And it will remain that way. I've got a couple of people on my channel, YouTube, who've been blocked for the last 2 years. So, I mean, I don't complain about people going into Fraser's channel. It's up to them. It's up to him. You know what I mean? You know, if you can get something out of it in your mind, well, what's that to me? Nothing. It means nothing. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look. I can't read her username. I'll put the link to the video and you might be able to find it for yourself. Oh, that's another thing. Don't make work for me. I don't mind this little bit. Women will give you the runaround like you would not. Well, you probably wouldn't believe it because you're a woman, aren't you? Women will have you running around like a headless chicken at the first chance they get. Only I'm not putting up with it. Ah, then what's her name? I don't know. Let's see if I can read it. I'll have a quick look.
Guys, you gotta live for this moment. It's okay.
Choice.
Erica Erica Wild F7 or something.
As someone literally who is completely
Oh
on
yeah, Erica Wild 17. Erica dot Wild 17. So that's all I know. She might comment in the side chat. You two go and talk to each other. Just don't come to my channel with it. I'm not interested. I'm not a woman hater. I just wish sometimes that, God had created women without a mouth, so they cannot speak, yet still breathe, and that's it. Because I don't want to listen to a woman in a conversation with me, ever. I don't like it. And don't start saying, no, you must be a faggot. Right? Well, no. I just can't stand dumb. I can't stand stupid people, whether they're male or female. But mostly they're usually female, and they usually end up phoning me about whether I want this job and this, that, and the other. And it's nauseating. In fact, I wouldn't want a woman coming in my flat. I wouldn't want.
I don't believe that there's anything that fits that conception of God, either because it can't be verified or.
Dan, you're wasting your time arguing with a stupid cow. But anyway, I put the link in there for you, Shannon. Have at it. I don't care whether you like your fucking mouth or not. What are you telling me for? What the hell do I care? Go and talk to Dave. In fact, no, I'm going to make myself smoke. Honestly, Shannon, you've no idea at the problems women are generally on YouTube, and it's vile and disgusting. I mean, Linda Edmondson is a case in point. I've known about her for the last 3 years or so. And certain other women. Olive and Sparrow used to be favourites of Smokey. Sparrow certainly was. So was Praise I Am. And Praise I Am knew all along who Smokey is. Right? Anyway, I don't hate women. I just don't want anything to do with them. Even where I live. And I'm not going to make any of these points again to you. I'm not having a go at you. All the toxic people that live around here are usually women. I can't even go. I mean, the shop where I buy my food. It's literally 2 minutes away from my front door, and I have to go around this corner to get there. And there's usually, I mean, after sort of 7 or 8 o'clock at night, there's usually a woman hanging around there, and it makes me sick. These women. You want any business? And stupid women that talk to that try to get in conversation with me. I hate it. I don't even like talking to my mother. How was that? Because I have to keep raising my voice, and she makes it hard work to communicate anything to her. Even my sister's toxic, and I don't know any women that are not. Every woman, as far as I'm concerned, is toxic. That's not said out of hate. It's general. It's 99.99% true. I really have not ever had any woman talking to me that has actually been either intelligent or worth talking to. So all that conversation that Danny in that video is having with that stupid woman is in the first 12 minutes or so. I'm going to hide comments now. Bye. I'm so heartbroken that you have gone. Anyway, who else is on YouTube now? People, I don't know why it is. I mean, I know I'm not perfect. I'm a little bit sort of, not particular. I mean, I don't set out to be rude, and I do mean that. And I don't like to be critical, but I am sort of skeptical of most things, I think. But as soon as you disagree with someone, no matter how politely, they treat you like garbage. I don't know why I bother with any of you. I don't know why I ever bothered. I've deleted my own YouTube channel a couple of times, you know. I'll show you an old YouTube channel that I used to have that I can't log into anymore. I'm no good at inventing YouTube channel. Honestly, couldn't think of it. Oh, this is it. Some of the videos on this old channel, I've got 5,000 views on. Where's my other videos that were on there? Oh, I thought I'd had more videos on there. Oh well.
This is Skin Dreads Rat Race, take 2.
I might get a copyright there. I might edit that bit out. Right, I think I'm going to go. What else was I going to look at? Frankly, I don't expect any respect from anybody, Shannon. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. Right, I had 30 years of that garbage. Same in the army. No different in prison, just nastier. Right. I've got no respect for American Armed Forces, by the way. I think they're absolute tosh. They're rubbish. They're soft. No time for them. The only thing that the American Armed Forces are good at, if you can call it that, is genocide. Who funded Hitler? Go and Google what's his name now? Prescott Bush. The banking system. Who funded Stalin? Which banking system funded Hitler? Who started eugenics? Basically, yeah, Darwin. America was very big on it. They used to have these lobotomy bans, didn't they? Go and look up Ryan Meadows. In fact, look up a film called Hellstorm. One word. Hellstorm. America. The home of genocide. Because America is a Catholic country, isn't it? I wonder who's live now anyway. Let's have a look, see who else is live on YouTube. Skylar Fiction will be whinging. The Synagogue, what's he going on about? Is he still alive?
Pagan cultures around Israel.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Chris Day. Oh, it's true. Skylar. What's he doing? He'll be whinging. I mean, he doesn't believe God exists anymore. He said he used to be an evangelical Christian of some sort. I mean, he may be convinced of that in his own mind. Then he became an atheist or pantheist. So he doesn't believe that the God of the Bible, the Christian Bible, is real or exists. And yet he keeps yakking on and on and on about it. That doesn't make sense to me. But then who cares? Yeah. That pig praise will be going live in a minute. In an hour or so anyway. Matt Dillahunty. And Jim who? Jimmy Snow. That's about it really. If somebody is watching there, put a comment in the studio or just go away or something. If that's you, Isaiah 12, come on in. I haven't spoken to you for months. I haven't been avoiding it. It's just, I don't know, you've probably been busy as well. I'm going to go in a minute anyway. I'll just put this up just to remind people what a piece of crap praise I am is. Oh yeah, oh, this is another example of another stupid woman. Candice, she's called. 2 John 9-11, that used to be the name of my channel. She's obviously making a comment to me. I like to be dirty and haphazard. It's my style and I like it, she says. Now then, what channel was that in? That might have been Smokey's channel, I can't remember. It was a while ago. But recently, Candice, in other words, Heaven Rules All, was in News Unit's side chat. She had been involved in a romance scam. She got in debt to $3,000. How she managed that, I really don't want to know. I mentioned it to Dave because I don't know whether he noticed it or not. And he said, "Oh no, it's gone up to 30,000 now." And then, you know, the obvious question is, well, how did it go from $3,000 to 30,000? Oh, it must be inflation. It must be the price of milk or something, you know. And she is. Well, I wouldn't say she was good looking. Wouldn't say she was ugly either. This is her comment in David's side chat here. I'll put it up on screen just so you know. Where is it? Is that it? No, that's Kevin. Oh yeah, Candice. Let me just so I can read it. This is obviously news units. I fell under a romance scam, and now I need to pay $3,000 in 3 months. I'm assuming dollars, by the way. So she messes up. She gets involved in a scam, and guess what? And I don't like to use the word guess. She wants everybody else to pay for her disgusting habitual behaviour. Now it's gone up to $30,000. I'll tell you something about Heaven Rules All, Candice. She, on her channel, and I'm sure it's probably still on there. I don't even think I'm going to bother looking. I've got screenshots anyway. And if she denies it, she's a liar. She believes that she is spiritual police. I wouldn't give you one. She even put a PayPal thing in there. I wouldn't give her 1 cent. I would not give Candice, aka Heaven Rules All, a used, empty tea bag. Even if it was somebody else's, I wouldn't give it to her. Wouldn't give her a thing. But there you are. Yeah, oh dear. Unfortunate. Oh, here's the layman's centenary. The layman's sump. No! That's why you can get saved and then serve Satan, and you will still be saved. Wow. Wow. The guy's a fool. If you're listening, King's Table, please, can you give me a context for this comment that this individual typed out on his keyboard and should have thrown it away afterwards? Not blaming you, Frank. I mentioned it in your channel. Guess who turned up? Layman's Company. Can't stand the sound of his voice. I don't like his face. There's nothing about him that I like or respect, really. And he was okay with me, I'm not saying that. I mean, you know, he was polite enough. But he does like his put downs, doesn't he? Not that he used any on me. I will never, whilst I have a hole in my chocolate donut, I will never go to him for any understanding of anything. I would not ask Layman's Seminary to read the back of a cornflakes packet for me. Ever. I don't think I like talking to Dave, but I'm thinking of not bothering going to his channel anymore. I like Dave a lot. I mean, you know, I've got more respect for him than most of the people I've ever come across on YouTube. I believe he is saved. Veckel doesn't, apparently. So Veckel is going to go and share the gospel with News Unit. We're all looking forward to that. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? But I noticed that Dave invited him to come over. He didn't bother. I'm sure Veckel has his holy reasons for that. But, that's up to Veckel. There's no entailment on him. There's nobody's forcing him. Nobody's trying to force him. Anyway, avoid the disgusting piggery of Praise I Am channel. Yeah. What a pair of pigs. Really. Oh, do you know who commented in the side chat on Praise's channel on his last live stream? Bible chat, apparently. Exo did. One of Exo's disciples is Jace, who called Janet Dutteridge something or other. This should be perfectly obvious that this is Praise I Am side chat. Erica Huebner's in there. Stephanie Tretton. Blood always finds its level. And this is his comment on Praise's channel. This is a satanic cult, and the children of the corn are in Stockholm Syndrome. Another great success story. In fact, I'm going to upload some of the comments that were made, that I took screenshots with a great deal of reluctance this morning. I'm going to upload them. That one about Jace. This is Cheryl on Jace. Not that I care. I don't care what Cheryl says. I took 5 screenshots this morning. There's number 4 going. I'll show them in a second. And number 5. I think it illustrates the point quite well. Let me just move my... yeah, can you hear that in the background? It's 2:05 in the morning here in good old England. And what I can hear outside, I don't know if you caught that. A woman at the top of her voice. 2:00 in the morning, like everybody else needs to hear what she has to say. Oh, here's Cheryl on Cheryl's comment on labeling people. Jace has called me a little demon and Jezebel and agrees with someone that I practice Satanism. So, this is hilarious, logical, plausible, probable. Because Jace had a bit of a dearie me experience with LPP this morning on Praise's stream. Who cares? I don't. I mean, I'm just making these points. I take screenshots of like other people's comments. Why not? Why? I mean, it's public. And Jace said, I'm just a little shit scraper. Well, I scraped you up, Jace, didn't I? Because you said, I'm quoting Jace now, the church is built on Peter. I recorded it. It's on my channel. But, Jace tried to double back on it. I wouldn't let him. But, and I said, there's missing premises or something, You did say that. Don't deny it, Jace. You just make yourself sound stupider. Here's Cheryl on Jace anyway, because she is a bit of a troublemaker. I don't care whether you like me saying that or not. Go stuff yourself. Go away, go somewhere else. Here's another comment on Jace. Let's see if I can read that. Because this was... Yeah, Cheryl says Jace is ridiculous. I think she's been a little bit polite there. What was the other thing that she said? Oh, Jace is a hypocrite too. She's obviously adding to her previous comment. To freak a Muslim. Yeah, God loves all nations, does he? That's ridiculous. You do know that there's been a recent genocide over there that apparently has stopped now, so everything's fine, but 53 million dead babies, USA abortions. Abortion USA was made legal by the deft hand of the Jesuits, a guy called Robert Drinan, Robert Drinan, Drinan. Margaret Sanger as well, you know. 53 million dead. God loves all nations. The Whore of Babylon is not America, by the way, Olive Sparrow. It's the Roman Catholic so-called church. Right, well, let's have a look at the other comments that have... what else is that thing? Oh yeah, that's just the screencast of the... This is Blood Always Finds It Level. XO, that he commented in Praise side chat there. I don't know if the comment's still deleted. You might, if you go to that recent effluent outflow of praises, you might find it in there. It's 4 hours. Oh, it was 2 minutes past 4 in the morning when that was typed in. So I don't know if that'll help you find it. I mean, I screenshot it. I mean, I'd find it very difficult to Photoshop something like this. What else is Cheryl saying? Oh yeah, labeling people. Jace has called me a little demon. I'm Jezebel and agrees with someone that I practice Satanism. So this is hilarious, LPP. Agreed with someone. The someone there is XO. Because Jace is a bit of a sycophant for XO. So there you have it. I'm going in a minute now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't think of anything else to say. I'm going to play this outro. And then if you comment and you want to come in the studio, I know who you are or whatever, fine. If not, goodbye.